It's Loren LoRosa telling you to beware of the dog. That's right, top dog law. Car accident, slip and fall, or even a worksite injury. You make the call. Y'all better call the dog. No legal talk, no red tape, just one call and they handle the rest. They only get you paid if you win. No out-of-pocket fees, no hidden costs, and no catch. Bills don't wait, and neither does my boy Top Dog Law. They act fast, right when you need it. Now don't wait. Call Top Dog Law for a free case review. Call now or check them out on Instagram.
Hold up. Every day I wake up, wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Now, just because it's the last week before vacation, Lauren, doesn't mean you give minimal effort.
That's right. Full effort.
All right, full effort. You need to be on your P's and Q's.
That's right.
Okay?
Full out every day.
See what's going on out here.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right.
6, 7. Go ahead.
Well, first, before we get into the hour, I did want to shout out everybody who came out over the weekend to the Power Sessions, the concert that we did here in New York, sold out concert. We had such a great time. Lola Brooke performed. Zeddy Will had them girls going crazy in there. G Herbo, Mariah the Scientist, Cash Cobain. So just wanted to shout them out. Shout out everybody who came through. And we were live on the Breakfast Club's Twitch account, so you can go watch the behind the scenes as much as the show as we could get. And we're also posting clips to social. So, did want to take that little moment for us because we were sold out.
Did you show people doing cocaine behind the scenes?
No, I didn't. I left the cocaine off.
Got
I leave that off.
Smart.
And I let people know I'm mic'd when I walk up. I respect the people in their privacy.
All right.
Well, speaking of people, Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee Simmons are at it again right now. So Kimora Lee Simmons has been promoting her reality show that is on E currently, and she spoke to People magazine exclusively. And in the interview, she says that she doesn't really have a relationship with the fathers of her children. She then goes on to say, usually I would say that I co-parent, okay, but the kids are with me full time. I'm pretty much a primary parent. It's difficult, but I don't know sometimes what other people are thinking. Guys are weird. She says she's thankful for her family and people that, help her. If I wasn't this person, I don't know if we would have made it or if we would be okay. It's been very important to me to be strong, self-reliant, and constantly be growing. So of course this picked up because she shares children with Russell Simmons, Ming Lee, who is 25, and Aoki Lee, who is 23. She also has other children. A son, Kenzo, who's 16, with actor Dajimon Hanusu. I'm sorry because I can't pronounce your name in the first place.
Digimon is like the Pokemon. Just say Hanusu.
I don't think that's correct either, but yes.
Damn.
And son Wolf, who was 10, with former investment banker Tim Leisner, who was sentenced to 2 years in prison earlier this year after pleading guilty to bribery and money laundering charges. And then she has a child that she adopted who was 16, and a bonus son who's 19. So her kids are older, you know what I'm saying? But this picked up in the news, of course, because everyone knows, or we thought we knew, the relationship with her and Russell Simmons, and we've seen some of that kind of play out over the years as they've been through different things. But Russell Simmons actually responded to this in a thread, and he said, I gave you $50,000 a month for 20 years. I was your best / only friend. I'm the godfather to your other 3 kids, until one day you stole my stock. I have been fighting for my kids' love and my bread ever since. You threatened that if I sued you, I would never speak to my kids again. There are 2 sides to every story. So Russell Simmons responded on his own because, people were picking this up as if he's just, this absentee father. And he's saying that is not true, and that, the only reason why there has been an issue, he's throwing it on Kimora's side. Now, I spoke to a source close to Kimora who says whatever money he's referencing he has given her was court-ordered child support for almost over a year or a decade ago. It wasn't a gift. It's all public info. So is the actual amount and the number of years he paid, both of which he was overstated. Anyone could do the research and the math. Now they're speaking to the threat of you won't see your kids if you sue me that he alleged. And from what I'm told, she said that this was erratic behavior that he was displaying because we were seeing things back and forth with him and his daughter. You guys remember the video and all that stuff. Yeah. So she was talking about erratic behavior, from what the source is telling me, and alleged abuse. And what they said to him, from what I'm told, is that because of this, his family would alienate from him and his friends. And the source claims this is what happens. And the source also claims no one is keeping anyone from anyone. His daughters are grown adults, 25 and 23 years old. One of them has actually been to Bali. And I'm told that Kimora Lee Simmons has had to go no contact with him, and it's been that way for 5 years or more. So
that's what I was ready to say. I was ready to make the point of, like, them girls grown, so I'm not gonna say it can't be Kimora keeping them, but they grown. They do what they want. You know what I mean? Now they not young.
Yeah, I'm just confused by at this point, like because the kids are so much older, like why haven't they kind of figured it out where like they could just not even have to mention each other, or you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess they always come up in each other's past because of how big the relationship was, but I was just like, dang, we back here again.
She has a reality show, and I'm sure they asked her about it, but the thing is, it's like, you know, every family is different. Like, you know, sometimes something will bother a kid or bother a father or bother a child, and they just got to get it together. We've all been in situations where you ain't talk to your moms or talk to your child in a week or so because they mad about something. I've been there with Logan. Me and Logan is the best of friends, but sometimes he says some hard-headed ish and we won't speak for a little bit. But it is what it is. Same thing with my parents. There was a time I didn't want to speak to my mom and pops for a little bit.
Yeah, but that doesn't spill over onto the internet. And because these kids are older, you got to, I mean, they live in their own lives now. All this always will come back to them. That's what I'm saying. I thought that at least at this point, because they seemed like they were friends at one point. Then they were doing the businesses together. Then the whole Celsius stock thing happened. So here we are now.
But you see one of I don't even know the daughter's names, but you see one of them in Bali.
Yeah,
with Russell. I've seen pictures of them this year.
That's right. It's the family. It's family dynamic, and some things that shouldn't be put online, and they are. But yeah, that's the family dynamic.
We shouldn't even know nothing about none of this now.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
But they lived their life on TV, up to a point before.
No, that was Reverend.
That was Rev.
That was Reverend.
Kimora Lee had a show because I used to watch it all the time.
They had a little show. And that's what I'm saying. On that show, they seemed like friends.
They were younger when this happened, but they did have like a reality show.
They did. Well, she has another one now that is currently out there. Actually, almost to the finale season of the show. It's on E, and it's called Kimora Back in the Fab Lane. It comes on at 10 o'clock on E. But
congratulations on her new reality show.
That's crazy that nobody talked about the show until this, because I didn't hear anything about the show.
That's what she's out promoting. That's why she's been in the news so much, or the media so much, because she's out promoting this show. And people are asking her about things, in her life and all the stuff that we're seeing play out. So in the next hour, we'll be talking about, speaking of family, we'll be talking about some things that you could do for your family during the holidays or your coworkers, because Taylor Swift is dropping some money and holiday bonuses.
All right, we'll get to that next. Everybody else, we got front page news. We'll break down what's going on in the news world. NTI will be joining us, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hold up. Every day I wake up, wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?